Since July 31st, 2018, I've been sober from alcohol, drugs, cocaine, marijuana, gambling debt, but most of all, self-hate. I was a neurochemical prisoner in my own mind, and through writing, I have become a neurospiritual sovereign, and I live in the clouds of emotional freedom. Here's what inflammatory food does to your brain. Imagine this day where you are sitting down at your desk. It's 10:05 a.m. We can make it very specific. You have 30 tabs open on your computer. You have 5 WhatsApp messages. You got another window where you have 5 options for different flight tickets of where you want to go or where you want to travel, what restaurant you want to go to. You have some coffee here. And of course, you might have some candy. You might have some chips in a drawer that you're like, well, if I'm too stressed out, I can eat that. Oh, I can't wait to eat a sandwich and chips for lunch. And what happens here is that you're so stressed out, you're so anxious, you're so worked up because you have so many things going on that in order to quiet the amygdala, the emotional brain, where you're just like, man, I can't believe this. And the sympathetic nervous system gets activated, that fight or flight, the adrenaline gets activated, and you need some quick dopamine to quiet the emotional brain down. What happens is that when you eat these inflammatory foods when you're stressed, what happens is that atherosclerosis takes place in the blood vessel wall, calcium deposits that could break as a plaque, lead to a heart attack and stroke and death. And it happens over several years. Here's the core physiology of what inflammatory foods does to your brain. Sugar spikes insulin and then spikes cortisol, which is the stress hormone that's released from the adrenal cortex. Refined carbs cause glycation and leads to brain fog. Imagine that day where you eat a bunch of candy. Let's say you're eating Starburst. I know I can relate to this because there would be weekends, maybe if I can find pictures of them, where I would eat Starburst, gummy bears, I would have some Laffy Taffies, some regular Taffies, cookies from what were the cookie places? Well, of course, Crumble Cookie was the big flagship one, and then I would do local ones like Lowrider Cookie Company and some other cookie. I would always have them on deck. Tres Leches cakes, at least 2 of them, ice cream, and I could eat this all night long in bed. My plan would be to eat it from Friday to Sunday, and I would lie down in bed, and I'm just so like, I hated myself so much, but I did have compassion for myself at the same time because I was trying to stop. Meaning, what I did, and I've taken medications to try to lose weight, didn't work. I have done all these fad diets, didn't work. If you see some of my before and after pictures, you'll be able to relate. But the biggest thing here and the biggest shift was that look, man, I just don't respect myself. The mission won't move forward. I got to do something now. And some of these other things like seed oils, alcohol, will increase oxidative stress and have mood instability. The results are lower distress tolerance, worse impulse control, and emotional reactivity. Imagine this day where you have quit sugar, you're not eating white carbs. Of course, I might eat a few burgers a year, but it's scheduled in. And I even schedule when I first quit sugar. I remember that day because it's in my top 5 accomplishments of life. And I would say it's a bigger accomplishment than me quitting alcohol and cocaine and gambling. That was kind of more forced upon me. This is something that was a non-linear path, right? I did it myself. And when I did do these things, of course, I decreased the cortisol spikes. I decreased glycation, oxidative stress, mood instability, the brain fog, increased concentration. I'm able to focus on one tab at a time. I'm not in a bunch of WhatsApp groups on a computer, and everything is scheduled in. But as I was coming to the point of quitting sugar, I had scheduled in eating sugar. Now, in my mind, I'm like, it's too difficult. I don't know if it's possible, but I think I can do it. Let me schedule in eating sugar instead, but unequivocally, 100%. And let's say I would eat 1 Skittle at 7 p.m. I would eat 2 Skittles at 7:01 p.m., 5 Skittles at 7:03, wait until 7:05 p.m., eat a bag of Skittles if I felt like it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just irritating my mind so much and I'm having so much thinking and I'm meditating, I'm practicing mindfulness, and I've written this down, I've mind hygiened it. And what happens is that when you do this, you are able to have more respect for yourself. That oxytocin bond increases. I did it. And you just got to keep on doing it. And if you found value in this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping videos at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday. Drop a comment. Let me know what inflammatory foods you're eating. Remember, I tell this to patients all the time. There's no amount of anti-inflammatory foods, turmeric, chia seeds, hemp seeds, spinach, that will counteract you eating a bunch of sugar and white bread. I hope you found value in this. Namaste.